Hi, welcome back to Behind the Pages. This is for part 24, A Return to God. I'm Elijah Cohen. I'm the author of this book and the Book of Benjamin Kareth series. Behind the Pages of A Return to God. So Return to God is part 2. It's the second book of the mini-series. The first mini-series of the book series. It gets really complicated, but anyway, A Return to God. So this book is just God. How do we return to God? At any point in our life, at every point in our life, always in our life, even in the most holiest of holy Christians who have walked the closest walk with God to the worst sinner ever, the other crucified person next to Jesus, or Paul, or anyone. There's always a continuous return to God. The book is titled A Return to God, but it is the continuous return to God. Like every day in my life, I have to return to God over and over and over again. So this book really is just giving you that understanding that as long as we're in this world, in our flesh, still rattled with sin and still trying to figure it all out and trying to serve God and love Him and be a Christian and do all, love Him and love people, and what does that look like and how do we do it and what's truth and what's not truth. And we're in a time that's information is all over the place, lies are everywhere, truth is scattered, people are just, apostasy is at its highest, hypocrisy is at its highest. People are like, oh, it's the end times, and then third temple's being built. Oh my gosh, it's a mess right now. So a return to God is just basically teaching the foundation principle that there will never be a moment in your life as a Christian that you do not have to return to God. There will never be a moment in your life that you are not asking forgiveness for sins, that you're not desperately in need of God to work in and through you every day, all day. If God's not working through your life, there's no good in you. So if God is working in your life, then there is good in you. And every time I have to come before the Lord, I'm returning to Him. And so this book is about that. So that is basically behind the pages. I mean, writing this book, I wrote this book alongside Solitude and Obscurity and the Days of Revival, and during a season of Solitude of the Lord. And so don't remember a lot of what's in this book because I basically just listened and God told me what the chapter should be. And then as I sit down to write each one, He would just speak to me. And in my life, He was speaking to me, and He's just pouring. In writing of all my books, it's mostly me by faith saying, okay, God, I have no idea what to write. Just tell me what to write, and I just write what He tells me to write. So that's what, this book is about, a return to God over and over again in our lives. It's available on Amazon and Audible and iTunes. Mike Whitehead did the audiobook, did a great job. Check it out. Like, subscribe, all of the things to these YouTube videos because that helps them get out in front of more eyes. Please share them with your friends. And thank you for watching.